Ordinarily, of course, you guys know, for us at Native Construction, we do our press conference without streaming live. But the whole essence of having a live stream is because we want to rebrand our nation. The thing that we are about to discuss has to do with the soul of our country. So, the investors, this is just a preamble. The investors that we are duped, they are following this program. So we want them to follow live and they are watching. So we thank you, especially Sierra Express, Beyond Borders, SLBC, and all those who are streaming online now. We want to thank you for your prompt intervention. So this is short and snappy press conference. Feel free. Gentlemen and ladies, the reason, of course, I'm Edmond Abu Jr. from Native Construction and Research Center again. You all know what we stand for. We do economic justice. Economic justice, that's our signature. So many people are thinking that, oh, we are coming here to discuss our court case. No, we are coming here next week, we invite the press. What we are discussing, or why we gathered here today, this morning, is because some investors who mean well for this nation, we are duped by our own brothers and sisters. But we need to set the record straight. Firstly, to the investors, that you don't use one size fits all method to assess everybody, because what is Sanko was a rebel leader, so it means every other Sierra Leonean is a rebel. No. Like any other country, they have their own bad eggs. So that is why we really needed the live stream so they will see. So with me, I have Bishop Manen, of course, from Jesus Ministry, is a devout man of God. And then, of course, I have Mr. Clement Chi, our friend, a brother, a younger brother, and of course, he's a Cameroonian and he's based in Dubai. And of course, he's a very astute. I will invite Bishop to speak.
Good morning, members of the press. Good morning, members of civil societies. Good morning, if they are here, ACC. Good morning, FIU, if they are here as well. A few months ago, I met with Chi Clement, a man of God who represents investors from Dubai. And he told me, narrated his story, how he was duped by some fraudsters and some scammers. I immediately told him that we should be going to the police and make a formal report. At that time, he was shattered. He almost wanted to give up. He was actually frustrated. So we went and met the then boss of CID. A formal report and statements were taken from him. But I must say to you that I am very disappointed. As a man of God, I believe that a nation must be built on righteousness, on integrity. And because there was no headway, I told him that I know a policeman called AIG Brahmanja. And ladies and gentlemen, that man is a credible person. He's fit for the office. He took upon himself with his team to help and assist us with the investigation. Later on, before I proceed, ladies and gentlemen, I commend AIG Brahmanja. I want us to give him a round of applause, if you don't mind, please. It's a good statement. We also proceeded and went to FIU. The director there straight put his men to action. And I also want to commend the tenacity, the move they made, they greatly assisted us. And if you don't mind, can we please give the director and his men at FIU a big round of applause, please. We also took the matter further as they would advise us from FIU. We went to ACC and we met with the boss of ACC, Ben Kefala, who is a very studious, hard-working man who wants to ensure that Sierra Leone's picture on the globe is clean and clear. And I want to inform you that they straight away went into action, and most of these criminals were apprehended. As I speak to you, the press, these people are now under intense investigation. Some of them are still at large. But I really want us to give a round of applause to Mr. Ben Kefala and his team. If we have people like that in office, Sierra Leone will be a force to reckon with socio-economically. And I want to make this appeal, especially from the fruit of what His Excellency, the President, is trying to do. He is trying to put the nation on a better future. And I think it is responsibility of every Sierra Leonean.
Kind man here, and I would like to thank a special Sierra Leonean, Darlington Hardy, who've been on my side throughout this journey. As time goes on, I hope I will be able to say a little more on how they helped and how they contributed. But permit me to bring you through our PowerPoint presentation. Actually, we made a PowerPoint presentation so that our explanation will be explicit and clear enough for everyone who would like to know what happened. So I will take you through the PowerPoint presentation. So as you can see on the screen, this is our police report, and which was done on the 16th of March 2021 on this matter. You can see we made our police report clear. We made everything known to the police about this should be 5 months ago, the month of March, the month of July makes it 4 to 5 months now. This matter was reported at the police. So we were invited in the month of January 2021 by a certain Fatmata Bumporor Sesay for a gold business. And when I say we, I mean SIMCHI General Trading. And just for the record, we are not just a group of people looking for, or a clandestine group of people. We are a Dubai-based company. As you can see on the screen, that's our trade license. Our trade license is on the screen. These are trade license. We are authorized and we are legal to do business. Gold business. I want you to see this clear. For those, when we go to some government offices and they tell us many things, they claim we came to do illegal business. Then you can see there on the screen, non-manufactured precious metals, referring to gold and diamonds and others in this category. So that said, that's the company I represent at this moment. And as you can see on the screen, that's Fatmata's passport and MOHAMED Fofana, the 2 gold owners. So initially, our agreement was that we will just come and we will pay the government taxes. Then they will do the needful for the goods to be delivered in Dubai. Once the goods are delivered in Dubai, balance payment will follow. So initially, the initial transaction was 15 kilograms of gold, and we paid $55,625 to Fatmata and her shipper Jibril Fofana, to Mohamed Fofana and his shipper, Mohamed Fofana, yes, and his shipper Mohamed Suma Ibrahim. And for those who think we did anything illegal, I want to show you some of these things we did once we reached Sierra Leone. As you can see on the screen, this is an NRA cash declaration. So people who are coming to do illegal things don't do this. You will agree with me. If you see, that's one of the declarations, and this is the second one. We did the declaration of every cash, every dollar we brought into the country, as you can see on the screen. So, And these are the receipts the people gave us once we gave them this money I mentioned. These are the receipts given to us by these individuals. You can see, this is one of their receipts. Then, these are some of the videos of the payments. You see, initially we had our doubts because we are not new business people. We've been in this business for more than 10 years. So we had our doubts, just that we had an enemy staff giving us assuring us that there's nothing to worry about. These people are legal. So as you can see on the screen, that's a video where the payment was being made. Forgive me, the video is taking some. And we want to say that this money is definitely money from fraud. So here is the big boss of the pyramid, Moses Usman Sesay, the owner of Precise Limited. The money, 229,000 US dollars, was transferred into his account. With the help of ACC and the SIB, SIB is a special unit AIG Brimaja assigned to us, we were able to arrest this guy, this culprit, and he acknowledged that the amount was received into his account. So Moses Usman Sesay is presently on bail. As you can see, this is him. These are more of his pictures. These are more of his pictures. And we will be giving these pictures to the press, to the media people, to the Sierra Leonean people. These pictures need to go viral. These pictures need to be shared across. These guys, we need to stop them. Sierra Leone is a beautiful country, very hospitable people, and we will not let a group, I'm a pastor, as I told you, I have the moral responsibility to make sure that a group of individuals do not tarnish the image of 7 million people. So we will be sharing their pictures across. We will let the Sierra Leonean people do this fight with us to say no to these criminals, no to these haters of the country, no to these people who discourage investors. I wish I could show you my WhatsApp messages. One of the biggest investors in Dubai, one of our partners, he sent me a message telling me that Sierra Leone is a no-go zone because he has been scammed and he went to report the matter, nothing was done. So when he was telling me this message, unfortunately, I was already in Freetown and I had already been victimized. And Bishop can attest to that. Mr. Edmond Abu can also attest to that. So you can see Moses Usman Sesay on the screen. That's him. Okay. So this is the second in command in their pyramid. Jibril Fofana. He took $52,500 plus 34,000. Now, this 34,000 is a mistake. It's supposed to be 35,000. As per Daniel, you remember as I was explaining, Daniel said we had to give them this money, the enemy staff. So this money was given to him by myself. He's presently arrested and released on bail. Presently arrested under ACC and released on bail. His name is Jibril Fofana, and those are his pictures. That's his house, and that's the car he's driving. Currently, he's still driving the car. And this is the car with which he picked us at the airport. So you can see, an individual is gaining over the whole country. As you can see, that's his house. You can take the pictures, then more of these pictures will be given to you. So that's Jibril Fofana and Moses Usman Sesay, number 1 and number 2 in their pyramid. This is Fatmata Bumporor, the one they are using to lure in the criminals, the investors. Sorry, Fatmata Bumporor. You can take her pictures. This is the second owner of the gold. The second person who presented himself as the owner of the gold, 10 kilograms, MOHAMED Fofana. MOHAMED Fofana, he took 48,000. Now I encourage the press to reduce their voices so that I can be less distracted. Please just permit me with your. He took 48,000 plus 10,000. And I will be displaying to you the videos of the payments. Or I displayed some already. Some of it we will just send to you by WhatsApp. This is him. This is his passport. This is his voter card. So he's a Sierra Leonean, as you can see. This is MOHAMED Fofana's shipper, Alhaji Ibrahim Suma. On the video I showed you, you could clearly see this man taking money from us, right? He took $38,400. Alhaji Ibrahim Suma. This is the enemy staff, Daniel Seri Capri. He also was arrested, as I earlier told you, and he has been he's presently on bail. He took $9,300 from us. I showed you some of the Western Union receipts. This is Daniel and his wife. That's his car. That's his car. The car the enemy staff is using. Now I encourage the press to take down your voices, please, so that we can concentrate on what we are doing. Okay, that's his passport. That's his picture. Daniel Seri Kapi. That's MOHAMED Fofana, close assistant. The one who is doing everything for MOHAMED Fofana. You will see him also on the video. Kappa Mohammed Sabo. That's him. That's him. This is Jibril Fofana agent in Kenya. Peter K. Norman. The guy who received the $9,000 in Kenya. This is him. That's him. That's his passport. So this is the logistic company, this is a logistic company, Jibril Fofana recommended for the export, and it's led by Antoinette Sesay. She took $34,000 US, $34,500 US. Those are their pictures, as you can see. This is a express logistic driver, AMARA Mansari, popularly known as Baggio. That's him. He was among the 35,000 the logistic company too. He personally came to my hotel to take 17,000. He was the one they sent. So the hotel has footages of some of these transactions I'm talking about. So that's Fofana's driver, Alhaji Samuel.
Due diligence to adequately publish their bases and articles, the police reports, and by the way, let me also make corrections. You know, I always say this, apart from being a civil society activist, I've been a consultant for so many businesses in the US. I've traveled many parts of the country, I've met with so many investors. I do consultancy services, apart from being a civil society. So, when you talk of the dealer's license, when they say dealer's license, it means you have the right, you have license to transport, to have in possession of gold or diamonds within. You can buy, you can sell, you can deal. All seated there, if you are being caught with a gold or diamond, it's a criminal offense. But if you have the dealer's license, it means you can trade, you can deal, you can sell, you can buy within. And he's making reference of export license. Export license, this is where, of course, it's bigger. You will have now the right, the legitimate right, they will give you the license, being renewed yearly to transact or to ship precious mineral out of Sierra Leone. So these are just the few distinctions. And then